in the arena, or rather Coliseum. But choose to, bruise, cruise, who do something to us. The winds of change are blowing. The top of my lungs, what's going on? Girl, shake that ass for me. I said, are you gonna be my girl?
Now then, here we are in the glorious Lake District, and take a look at that sky. The old sunshine is out, and it seems like absolutely donkeys ago since I've had the sun on my face. So when the sun comes out, the top comes off, so it's going to be one of those weeks, hopefully, where we can actually get some vitamin D. Anyway, as you can see, I'm in the van. We have got the kayak, the mountain bike, walking gear, running gear, and even swimming gear. So we are gonna head to a campsite and get ourselves settled in a lovely tent, which is actually a new tent as well for me, so I'm looking forward to getting that pitched. And we're gonna have a week just enjoying and embracing all of this nature and that lovely sunshine. We're also going to be meeting a load of random people that I'm going to be chilling with, chatting with, and having a beer with. So it is going to be, hopefully, just an absolutely epic week. Anyway, let's get to that campsite and we will get pitched up, and I'll show you all the gear that I've got with me. Right, we're pulled up at the Coniston Hall campsite, so let's go check in. Give them some money, eh? Right, we're in. I've paid £85 for 5 nights, and currently I've pretty much got the place to myself. There's a handful of other people here, but I've come to the far corner of the site and I've found this little flat area just to pitch my tent. The van can sort of live next to me, and then I've also got very easy access down to the lakeside there, so I can get my kayak on easy enough. So pretty much happy days. We've got butterflies fluttering around, birds singing. Life is good, and that's sunshine. Look at that bad boy. What a tent. This is the Heim Planet Backdoor Classic, and I bought this because I needed a tent as like a base tent for when I'm on a campsite, so perfect for a scenario like this. So it just gives me loads of space inside to store all my gear, and then I can get out on an adventure from this point. It's a cool tent though. It's got this sort of exoskeleton, which is an air section, so it's like air beam tent, so you pump all that up and it literally just hangs off it, and it looks like some sort of weird sea creature, but it is honestly awesome. I mean, you've got double door at the front here. Let's just get inside, and once you're inside there's absolutely acres and acres of space. We've also got a door on the back here, so this actually opens up as well, so you can have full airflow through. There's plenty of mesh all the way around, as you can see. I've got these little air vents, and you can actually lift the outer fly there to let a bit more airflow through as well. And then we've got a bit of a storage section at the top, a load of pockets, and really it's absolutely ideal for what I want it for, and as I say, that is as a base tent. Anyway, let's get out and we will get all the rest of the kit in and see how she fares, eh? The sun has gone in, but like everything in life, it's only temporary and happiness always follows. Anyway, I am completely unpacked, apart from I have still got my bike in there and also the fridge, and I'll get those out as and when I need them. But I've got my kayak sat down there, I've got some charcoal and some wood which I brought with me, and that's going to get burnt on here so I can have a nice barbecue. A double seat there which is just well comfortable, and then inside my tent I've set up an absolutely gorgeous bed. Look at that. And I'm well excited about this bed because it is bigger than my usual setup. So I've got this mat which is one of my old thermarests, and it's 750mm wide, so it's wider than the usual sort of 600mm ones. And I've also got a massive double down sleeping bag, so that is just comfort. Bit of storage at this side, and then at the back here I've got space just because I can put that double seat in as and when I need it if it starts raining. So that is the plan with that. Anyway, let's get down to the lakeside and we'll show you the lake. Ace, absolutely ace. Not so ace. What a day. It is absolutely grand. The question is, do I get myself out on the water or up on top of one of the mountains? I don't have that long left of the day, but I sort of feel I want to get myself to the summit of the old man of Coniston, which means I'll have to put my running shoes on and go blast up there. Yeah, let's do that, eh? Right, I have got my running gear on, and before I get sweaty, let's have a look where I can get cleaned up afterwards. So we've got the gents here, and we'll have a look in here. There we go, a load of sinks. Not a sink you'll be washing your face in. I'm guessing these are, yeah, we've got a load of toilets here, and then some showers which are 50p a time. So I'll be coming in there later and get all that sweat off, eh? Right, let's skedaddle to the bottom of that mountain and we'll leg it up to the top, eh? I've left the van just there, and now we are going to blast to the summit of the old man of Coniston. I'm not messing about at all because I've got absolute minimal kit, and there's a couple of Strava segments as well on the way up, so I'm going to see how fast I can do them. So let's start the watch and we're off. Let's go. Steady uphill to start with before we get to the intense stuff. Although I'm feeling this already. I'll be right. You only get fitter and faster if you do it. Right, I think that's enough of that. Let's just get up there. All this messing about for a camera, when really I'm here to get fit, that's what it is. And I've been trying to do a bit more running recently, trying to get my park run time down, because my fastest is at my local park run is 16:57, and I was always around the sort of 17 mark, and then I sort of slowed down and I sort of dropped to maybe about 18 and a half, and I thought that just is not me. So I've upped my game and just started running a bit more. Nothing specific or hard training anyway, just getting out and trying to enjoy it a bit more as well. And anyway, my last week's parkrun time was 17:34, so I'm definitely getting there. But getting that time, it just made me think there's a chance I could get into that 16s again, which is, they're the fast runners, they really are. Anyway, what lies ahead is a very steep climb. Whew. Up here. Whoa. Yeah, and this is where I've got to be careful and not trip over. Luckily, I fell well then. Very easy to hurt yourself and break a wrist or an ankle. I'll just run into one person and he watches my videos. A bit random, but if I'm going to see people, generally they're going to be in the fells, aren't they? I'll be recognised by people anyway. Anyway, nice to meet Mike, and he's also staying on the same campsite as me, so hopefully I'll get to see him later if I make it back down off here. Can you see that? 2 kilometres in. Recognise it? Quite iconic, that old mining section. And obviously all the old mines everywhere. There's slag heaps. Hard. Bloody hard. There's a town, sort of halfway point-ish, but I'm not stopping today, even though I'd absolutely love a dip, because I am well hot. But I need to keep moving and not stop until I've completed my challenge, eh? We are 3.2 kilometres in, probably only a kilometre to go, maybe just over, but this is the hardest part because it's straight up. Look at that. Just taking that view while I can. Not worth risking on this though. Constantly concentrating on it. Legs are burning. 3.7k in. That last 700 metres was an absolute beast. Killer. Damn it. My GoPro door fell off and I didn't know where, so I had to go back down a little bit to find it. The last push to the finish. The summit cairn. It's just up here. Whoa. Give that a touch. And we'll go to the actual trig point. There we go. Epic. What a run. That absolutely killed my legs. But worth every step. Look at that. Look at the mountains there. worth every breath and every burn in those legs. And that's where I've just come up from, all the way up that path. Epic, absolutely epic. I'm just gonna take all this in for a minute, catch my breath back before I head back down, because obviously I'm quite naked up here, got absolute minimal kit, so I don't want to be risking myself. Awesome. Life moves pretty fast, but you gotta stop, take a look around once in a while, or you could miss it. One of the best sayings ever. Just awesome, absolutely awesome. So it was 4.12 kilometers to the summit, that is from the car, and it has taken me 39 minutes. Well, there is a spot of rain coming down, as you can see, and I don't want to get caught up here because I'll get cold very quickly. So without further ado, let's leg it back down. Ah! It is rough as this. Concentration. There we are, back to the car, stop the watch. That was hard going, and underfoot that is just awful, absolutely awful. I rolled my left ankle and then I was sort of protecting that for a minute, and I rolled my right one because that floor is just, there's so many sort of jutty little rocks that it's just almost impossible to just get a nice clean strike with your foot. So you're concentrating so hard whilst on it. Anyway, I've done it, that's my exercise for the day. Let's get back, showered, chill out, and I might even crack open a beer. That's better. I've had a mediocre shower at best, and I've washed off all that sweat and salt. Although I could have just stood outside, because whilst I was in there it did rain, and if you can see, my lovely little sofa there actually got wet. So rather than sitting on that and getting a wet butt, I've come in here to eat me dinner, and I've made the most amazing salad. Look at this. So we have got a full tin of salmon, we've got some spinach, carrot, cucumber, tomato, pepper, there's some lettuce in there, there's some green beans and tomatoes. Did I say tomatoes? Anyway, it's a decent salad, and all I need to do now is put lashings of mayonnaise on it and also some balsamic vinegar, and that will just be perfect. So yeah, nice and healthy, but I'm probably going to wash it down with a beer. A little bit of a contradiction there. Anyway, let's get stuck in. Spilling it. Some black pepper as well. Right, let's get stuck in. I'm eating it out of a dog bowl as well. Stainless steel dog bowl. It's not quite big enough because I can't really mix it. Anyway, let's have a taste. But it's good as that. Beetroot as well. One thing I forgot. Heyo. I'm currently laid in my van, relaxing after actually having a very calm and tranquil evening. I've been out and just sort of chatted to a few people on the campsite, so that's been really nice. I never had that beer, so I've been completely healthy today by running up that mountain and then coming back and having a decent salad. And instead, I've made myself a nice cup of tea. So now I am gonna sit back, watch this film called Mortal Engines, and I'm watching it on my TV screen here, which is on Amazon Prime, and it is hotspotting off my phone. So luckily we've got a bit of reception here at this campsite. So yeah, all good, eh? I feel good because obviously it's getting out and doing some exercise, and the fact that I'm camping tonight, it always makes me feel brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to continue relaxing by watching this film, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. So, we'll see the morning. Morning, flowers. Well, I slept like a hibernating bear. Well, I have woke up and my legs are pretty stiff after running yesterday. Oh, yeah, a good old stretch I'll need. Anyway, on today's agenda, let's have a quick look at the weather forecast. Clear sunshine all day, absolutely all day. We've got a high of 18 degrees, so it's going to be comfortably warm. So I think what I'll do is get up, have some breakfast, and I'll get on that mountain bike, I reckon. I'll just go find a local trail to go blast around. Then this afternoon, since it's going to be nice and warm, I'll get on the water, get that kayak out. That's the plan. Initiate plan. Let's go. Ugh. It's a bit breezy, and that's making it a little bit nippy as well, so I'm sat here in my fleece just to keep me warm. Anyway, breakfast time, and look at that. We have got granola, some natural yogurt, red and green grapes, and some blueberries, so that is gonna be divine. So let's get stuck in. Going now. See ya. don't get stopped in time, eh? Well, that's just beautiful. Little gorge in the sunshine. Beautiful. Well, it's been a pleasure of a ride. Nice to be out on bike and be able to cover some distance. I've had some, well, hiker bike really. I've been walking up quite a lot of the uphills just because it's unrideable. And then the fast downhills, just really easy track. And with a full suspension bike, you're just absolutely flying down. Anyway, I'm about stuck. I'm just coming through the woods and pretty much all these trees are falling down. So time to lift this bike and do a bit of climbing. Oh. Whoa. Watch my head, it's spiked in head. Now we're going under. It's like an assault course, isn't it? There we are, back to some downhill. Right then, time for a paddle. I'm well excited because I've not been in my boat for a while and that water is just beautifully flat. We've got a little bit of a breeze coming through, but now I can't handle, and it just means that I have to work a bit harder here and there, which is always good for fitness. Right, let's get in then. Try to do this without getting wet feet as well. Boom. Do it.
That's you.
It's lovely and warm in here, it really is. That's not a bad view, is that? It don't get much better than this, does it? Sat on a kayak in the middle of a massive lake. Just being part of nature. If you look up blissful in a dictionary, there's a little tiny video just showing exactly this. Sat drifting on a lake with a nice warm breeze. We've got a lovely evening sunshine just hazily falling down onto my face, and then the Coniston fells in the background there. It don't get much better than this, does it? It really doesn't. I sort of wish I just had a beer with me just to sit here and literally drift for half an hour or so and just enjoy that. Yeah. Yes. Sheer bliss. It is just the most awesome feeling being outside and just being part of it all. There's nothing better. It just makes me feel so much happier than being sat at home. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. How many memories do you have sat at home? Literally nothing. They just all blend into one. And you get out, just have a bit of an adventure, whatever that may be, and those memories last forever. And this is why all I want to do is promote for people to get outside and just be part of it, embrace it, be present in it. Awesome. I'm showered, the barbecue is lit, all my kit's dry in there, the bed is ready for later, I've got a seat there which is ready to be sat on. One thing missing, apart from the burgers which I'm going to cook, but that is a beer. Let's get into my fridge and we'll grab one of these, eh? I won't be able to do this, will I? Tap the can. Oh, I feel like I deserve this after all the exercise I've done today. Cheers, guys. Awesome. Here's to getting outside, eh?
Oh, faithless.
Yeah. And you do get naked, put the jammies on, and then back on.
Do you not do the whole like taking the wear off at the same time?
Oh, right. Yeah, but
I like
which my ex gave it to me. Is that right?
Oh, you need to get rid of that
I
thing.
know, I need to. Alana.
You're speaking to the person who had the birthday
Oh, I am,
bash
that's
last
my
year,
job.
woke up and had a bacon sandwich and a
Morning, flowers. Well, it doesn't get much more peaceful than that, does it? Which is actually quite appreciated, just the fact that we sat around and had a few beers last night by a fire, which was lovely, but obviously it just makes you feel a little bit more hazed in the morning. So I think I might have to get in there for a quick dip, and that'll fully make me alive. That's what it is. Enlighten my brain. Yes, thanks. Well, that was nice. A quick morning dip to energise the body and brain. And now I'm actually just warming my body up with a cup of tea and my down jacket because it was bloody cold in there. Anyway, what are we doing for the rest of the day? I think I'm going to get on my kayak because there's a load of people who are going to be on their sup boards heading just up the coast of this lake to the cafe, so I think I'll join them. Why not, eh? A nice steady one, and then maybe later on I might go for a run, maybe, we'll see. Anyway, currently I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea. Like a mass migration is this.
Spread your legs. Yeah, I've never mastered like
It's not my thing, it's not my thing, but you know, at the end of the day, you can only get things to go.
Yeah,
I know. Mental, isn't it?